Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know news and weather as you start your day.
The trial for Joseph Hoek is delayed again.
Hoek is accused of swerving and intentionally running down Moody County Deputy Ken Prorock, who was putting down spike strips on a highway during a high-speed chase.
Last October, a judge moved his trial from Flandreau in Moody County to Rapid City in Pennington County and set the murder trial date for September 21st.
Late last week, Hoek's lawyers filed 51 different motions.
But with the 51 motions and their expert not being ready, the court has continued the case. The court is continuing to hear all those 51 motions. We have another hearing date next Friday. There'll be an evidentiary hearing probably within 30 days. So we don't have a trial date as of right now. We're going to work through those 51 motions.
Attorney General Marty Jackley says his best guess is the trial won't take place until next summer.
One man was taken to the hospital after a crash in eastern Sioux Falls.
KELOLAND News captured this video from the area of 10th and Bonson around 11:30 Tuesday morning. Police say an SUV had stopped to wait for an ambulance to pass when it was rear-ended by a three-wheeled motorcycle.
The 79-year-old riding the motorcycle suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was given a ticket for following too closely.
Police in Beersford are asking for help in solving a recent break-in.
Authorities say two men broke into a business early Monday morning and got away with some products. Officials shared this video of the scene. As
you can see, one man is shirtless with something over his face, while the other is wearing a sweatshirt. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Beersford Police Department.
Well, now let's get a check on our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Summer. Good morning, everybody. Another hot day. Temperatures in the 90s and the 100s today. We'll have that 100-degree heat in western South Dakota, much like what we've had over the past several days. 90s in eastern KELOLAND, high of 93 in Sioux Falls, 95 in Huron and Mitchell, 99 today in Pierre and Aberdeen at 96. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. In less than 2 weeks, South Dakota Republican voters will decide who will be the party's candidate for governor.
There are two choices, incumbent Governor Larry Roden and Aberdeen businessman Toby Doden. Ahead of the runoff election, KELOLAND News is once again teaming up with Emerson College Polling.
We'll be releasing the results this morning at 10 o'clock Central Time on KELOLAND.com. We'll also be getting reaction from both campaigns.
Stay with KELOLAND News throughout the day to find out which candidate would come out on top if the election were held today.
A fundraiser was held in Sioux Falls to help a nonprofit from Marshall, Minnesota that helps women and families across KELOLAND.
The Maggie Jean Invitational is a fundraiser for the nonprofit by the same name. It's an organization that helps families that have gone through any pregnancy loss, a stillbirth, or a lost adoption.
This is something that was brought to our attention that is near and dear to my family's heart, and I think it's just important that, you hear about more organizations and ways to give back, if you will. So I truly feel like this is something new in our community, so we wanted to be a part of it.
For people who didn't feel like golfing, there was an opportunity to help put together the free boxes that the nonprofit sends to families that request one.
Sioux Falls Parks and Recreation is showcasing its parks and keeping children entertained with its supervised playground program.
The summer program visits 3 parks each weekday, 2 hours per day, rotating locations every 2 weeks. On Tuesday, kids played foursquare, wiffle ball, and table games at Willow Ridge.
Recreation Manager Jackie Nelson says the program is still going strong.
It's still popular. We've been running this program for many, many years. It's one that, I grew up in Sioux Falls. I still love the fact that we still have the supervised playground program. I would encourage more families to come out. I think we could always use more participation, but it is one of those programs that people love and do continue to support year after year.
The supervised playground program runs through August 7th. This weekend next, Willow Ridge, Granite Valley, and Meldrum are the featured parks.
We provided a link with times and locations under this story on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, as we check your weather, of course, heat wave continues, so we're well above normal, some of us more than others. Rapid City, another day close to 100 degrees. This is a snapshot of tomorrow. And again, the drapery of the heat across the north. Look at how cool it is relative to average in Texas. They have a lot of moisture, a lot of heavy rain has been moving through portions of the deep south and then eventually pulling into Arizona. Yep, that's part of this whole pattern. That's why it's so hot in parts of the plains and the northern parts of the country. But things are going to begin to break down. Just keep watching this. Now, we're already starting to see more of a push of some cooler weather coming in, even on Saturday for Minnesota, North Dakota. There's a little bit of a north wind, and even though some of this is not all reflected yet in our 7-day forecast, we're beginning to see some pieces beginning to bubble up underneath the surface on this. And this breaks through, at least on this map, by Tuesday of next week, maybe Wednesday of next week. If we can throw some showers and thunderstorms on this pattern, you know, some things can start to break loose. So I would say just kind of test your patience a little bit on that. Temperatures this morning, we've been in the 60s. We are going to see those dew points today holding, I think, into the 60s, maybe a couple of 70s too. That corn sweat has a lot to do with that this time of the year in especially eastern Kettleland. We saw that yesterday. We've seen it actually the last few days. And today would probably be the same thing. So that's why Worthington, Minnesota comes in a few degrees cooler versus of Rapid City, where we've just been drying out and we've got highs close to 100 degrees. There might be a couple of high base thunderstorms out west too by tomorrow. Oh, I snuck this in here again too. Our Aberdeen 7-day forecast on Tuesday, we have a high at 79. So there should be a push of some Canadian air coming in early next week. Now, many of you are wondering, well, does that mean it's going to rain? Some of the modeling says yes. Some of it says maybe not the center in South Dakota. But all the models are trying to now at least generate some chances of rain in the region. I'll put it that way, more generically speaking. I do think there's an opportunity on Sunday. We might be able to fit something in here, if not for Sioux Falls. Aberdeen and the Northeast, that's in there now as a 20% chance of rain. So keep watching all of that. I think that if you're a little tired of the heat, some of you, especially west and central, you've had a lot of it this week and you've got more yet to come. We're not done yet with 100 degrees in Pierre and certainly in Rapid City. Things have been awfully dry, so any rain that manages to materialize next week would be important. That's your weather forecast. Check us out with more details online at kettleland.com.